Alright guys and dolls, so let's talk about stomach trouble and keto. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Keto Diamond, and this is my channel, obviously. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for some notifications, because you'll probably love me eventually if you don't right now. I'm full of myself too, so you might like that. Anyway, I want to talk to you about keto in the stomach, because not only does keto heal a bunch of stuff, it can mess with some stuff too, okay? Now, of course, y'all, I'm not going to talk probiotics, prebiotics, gut bacteria, flora. I'm not talking none of that, because that's sciencey stuff. And if you wanted sciencey explanations, you'll go to a sciencey channel. I am a realist. I'll tell you what I know and what I think I know, and you can do your own research beyond that. Alright, so I want to tell y'all how bad my stomach troubles were before I started keto. And they were bad. They were bad. I can't even tell you that they were bad. Bad enough to tell you how bad they were. I had constant acid reflux. Constant heartburn, indigestion, constant TMI diarrhea. I had what's called IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome. I'm not even kidding, guys, because I got so frustrated with how many times I was going to the bathroom, knowing I was almost living in that bathroom. I put a pen and a pad in the bathroom and ticked off every time I went to. 17 times in one day. There was cramping in there. You know that cramp you get, the how it feels when you're dry heaving and there's nothing left to come up? I would do that a little lower in my stomach and it would go the other way. So it was dry heaving in reverse. I mean, the air and the flatulence, whoo. Now luckily, they was loud but not deadly. So they just made a lot of noise. There was a lot of clapping in the air, you know. But with keto, most of that has changed. Oh my goodness, guys, y'all see that? That's from losing weight, and I love it. There was this place, hold on, I'm going to show you. It's right here, that used to hurt so bad all the time. If I sat a certain way for more than 10 minutes, that area hurt. They did ultrasounds. They did a bunch of different things to try to figure out what that was. And ultimately, they came to the conclusion that it was just gas. And I hated them because I thought that they were lying and that there was something really wrong and I was going to need surgery one day. But since keto, I haven't had that pain at all. Even when I kick myself, which I'm kind of surprised because I get a lot of other pains back. But I've never had that pain again since I started keto 18 months ago. The gas, the farting and the clapping, that only kicks up if I've kicked myself, if I've ate something I shouldn't have. Like last night, I experimented with Domino's hot wings. My grandbaby's in there laughing. Domino's hot wings, so I've been a little loud today, a little gassy, burps, all that. I have not had heartburn since I started keto either. So even though some things do come back, other things must take a little time to build up and grow on you. But like I've 18 months heartburn free, 18 months free of that pain and that real bad gas bubble, I guess it was. I don't really know. But it hurt for years like that, and there was no real relief. I thought maybe it had something to do with the way I was sitting because I couldn't lean this way at all. I always had to kind of lean and get pressure off the area, and that would relieve it, but it wouldn't stop hurting. It was just bearable. So a lot of stomach trouble is cleared up with keto. Now, I mean, of course, keto does so many other things, cancer and all that other stuff, but I wanted to specify on the things that I experienced with my gut, with my stomach. And even now, like, now keto can cause a few things too if you ain't careful. If I eat some real thick cuts of meat that take longer to digest, if I eat thick cheese, like string cheese, like the big pieces of mozzarella or the round balls of mozzarella, I might not poop for 2 weeks, and it gets a little painful, and there's some issues there, okay? So chew as small as you can. Don't eat those big, thick pieces of cheese. Shred it. Just eat the shredded. You'll be fine. Or the sliced. I haven't had any problems with those. But those two things will cause me constipation. And sometimes it gets kind of severe, so chew, 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 chew. Beef is your friend. It's very easy to digest compared to steak or something thick, or pork chops. They are just so thick on my tummy. But yeah, and like the IBS symptoms will come back for a short time. If I've kicked myself, if I'm cycling in and out of ketosis, then I'll have an uptick of how many times I have to rush to the bathroom, which sometimes is not a bad thing when the last situation happens. Of course, keto can also cause some diarrhea because you're up in your fats, you're up in your fat intake, which you're supposed to, good healthy fats. But that'll run through you a little faster sometimes, okay? Or in general, it does run through you a little faster. Also, people are doing like these butter coffees and the MCT oil and all that stuff, which is keto friendly, which is one way to up your fats. But you're going to poop a little more. There's just no other way. This video's TMI. I probably should put that one in the front of the video, but anyway, you understand what I'm telling you, okay? So, it can cause constipation. It can cause diarrhea. You just have to know your body, know what triggers your body, and be careful with it. I mean, if you're lactose intolerant and you know you couldn't have cheese before you started keto, you probably can't now. Just saying. But you might be alright with it because there might have actually been something else causing that. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you what keto has done for my gut. As long as I'm in a full state of ketosis, everything from neck to hoo-ha works wonderfully. Yeah, and that's awesome. In fact, hell, I think everything from the top of my head to the tip of my toes works wonderfully when I'm in ketosis. For those of you who are new to keto, it's 75% fat, 20% protein, less than 20 grams of carbohydrates a day. Don't worry, there's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate, and I'll argue to the death with anybody who wants to argue with me about it. Much love to you. Ignore I said all that. Not all that. The last, you know what I mean. KetoDiamond.com. All the foods are written out for you. Some pictures of me, some pictures of other folks. Every article I've ever written about keto is on KetoDiamond.com. Go check it out. Much love to you. If you need any help, all my contact information is below, and I'll help anybody free of charge, and my website's free of charge. Much love.